Quality's Redlands office. I'm Bryce Trudeau, Laboratory Supervisor here. Today I want to give you a tour of our facility, showing you all the capabilities we can do. Unfortunately, we couldn't do this in person due to the COVID-19. We've been open for about a year. It's something that we want to do. But along the way, I'm going to introduce you to Matt Ramos, our Internal Quality Control Manager, and then again show you the capabilities of what we can do to partner with you and your company. So if you follow me, I'll show you our lab. This is our specialty testing room. This is our Hamburg machine. With our Hamburg machine, we can run two tests. The Hamburg wheel tracking, which is testing for the rutting in a moisture state. We could also run a rut test, which is testing for the rutting in a dry state. Here we have our coefficient of thermal expansion. With this test, we test the concrete pavement, the thermal differential at extreme high temperature and low temperature. So this is our temperature controlled tank room. Here we store all the concrete cylinders and beams prior to breaking. So follow me, we'll continue on. This is the main part of the facility. In this area, we do our concrete breaks. We can do the ASTM pad caps, Caltrans sulfur capping. We'll break our beams, cylinders, and cubes in this area. We also have our nuke gauge cabinet where we keep all of our gauges safely in this cabinet locked. Over here in this area, we have our field services and storage area. Here we have our core rigs, beam molds, other equipment that the field techs would need to go out to their job. We also can store your material here for any length of time. It's not out in the elements. It's kept safely in the warehouse, a controlled environment to where nothing is going to happen to the material. For instance, we have a research and development project. We have the material here on our racks ready to go when they decide the testing is to be done. Over here we have our concrete receiving area right next to the sand pit. You notice the sand pit is inside the lab, away from the elements, rain, wind, snow. It's easier to maintain between 60 to 80 degrees. This is where we store our concrete beams. In this room right here, we have our shaker room. In this room, we have our TS1 shaker where we shake all of our porous aggregate. We also have our air filtration system to keep the dust down. And we have our shaker for our fine aggregates. Over in this area, it's like the heart of the lab. We can do Marshalls. We have an automatic Marshall hammer, a manual Marshall hammer. We can do our ag testing, FAAs, flat elongated, crushed particles, soil maxes, unit weights. We can do binder profiles. We do our HMA mix designs, gradations. This is where we dry back the material. These ovens are also used to get compaction temperature for our HMA material. We have an ignition oven for burn-offs, correction factors. We have a Hobart mixer for the beam mixes. We have a 5-gallon mixer for the Ashto super pig mixes. We have a bigger oven here. If your job requires a lot of material, we have the capacity to dry it all back. We have the gyratory compactor. Here we'll compact our volumetrics, Hamburg, ruts, and our TSR tests. We also have the Cox & Sons kneading compactor for the Caltrans beam method, to where we can handle a lot of your HMA, soils, and aggregate needs. Now I want to introduce you to Matt Ramos, our Internal Quality Manager. He's going to give you a little history on G3 Quality and our HMA mix design capabilities here at our Redlands lab.
Thank you, Bryce. Hello, I'm Matthew Ramos, Internal Quality Manager here at G3 Quality. Just to give you a little background with our laboratories. Our first laboratory opened up in Cerritos in 2013, followed by our Bakersfield laboratory in 2018. And here in Redlands, where we're at now, this laboratory opened up in 2019. We are ASTRO accredited and Caltrans accredited laboratory. Our main focus here is HMA mix design development. We are capable of designing mixes per the beam method, which is Green Buck and Caltrans, also gyratory method and Marshall mix design method. We take pride in the designs we do. We have experience and qualified laboratory staff to perform each test covered under the Mix Design Development Program. We also partner with Caltrans in doing some research and development projects with them, which is really exciting because we will be at the forefront of what's new out there in the industry. We take pride in helping our clients, whether they have issues with plant mixing or actual volumetric properties. We take pride in being able to work with every single producer in the state of California. I invite you to visit our laboratory whenever you have a chance and look forward to partnering with you for any HMA mix design needs that you may have. Thank you, Bryce.
This is our temperature control room, and here we run some HMA testing and aggregate testing. We have our water bath for TSR, stability and flow, and our fine aggregate specific gravity. We have our wax pot. We can wax our volumetrics and cores. We have a core lock. Here we can use it for HMA compacted specimens, rices. Right now we're using it for a research and development project that we're on. We've got a machine here. We can test our stability and flows, TSRs, and stability, beam stabilities. We've got our stabilometer, temperature control oven, our United machine. Here we can use it for our beam stabilities, level loading. We've got our specific gravity tank, use it for our core specific gravities, the specific gravities of the cores, volumetrics, SSDs to run rut tests and Hamburg specimens along with the TSRs. This is our rice area. Here we'll run our rices and we can induce moisture into our TSR specimens. We also have the SC shaker. We can run our SCs in this area. We have another water bath for TSRs, or if we have another test to run that requires the water bath to be at a certain temperature. We have our CV durability shaker, and we can also wash our material, aggregate material in this vessel. That concludes our tour here of the Redlands facility. If you follow me, we'll go to the front. Well, that concludes our tour here at the Redlands office. I want to thank you for joining me in that tour. Remember, whenever visiting any of our facilities, wear your mask. If you don't have a mask, we have masks, gloves, and hand sanitizer. Once we get through this pandemic, we look forward to seeing your faces. And again, whatever G3 can do for you, we're here for you. So that concludes our tour, and thanks again. Look forward to seeing you soon. Now I'd like to introduce our Executive Vice President, Susan Pierce.
Thank you. Here at G3, our core values of pride, partnership, ownership, and effectiveness is what we were founded on. We take great pride in partnering with all of you as our clients, and we take a tremendous amount of pride in partnering with all of our employees to better be able to serve you. We look forward to you being able to experience the company culture that we've founded this company on and worked so hard every day to infuse throughout our organization and all of our offices. We look forward to spending time with you and hopefully seeing you at one of our facilities in the coming year. Whether you decide to visit us in Cerritos, Redlands, Bakersfield, or our new location in Sacramento, all of our teams are looking forward to spending some time and partnering with you this year.